Welcome back to another chapter of me reading my book for people who don't like to read. This chapter is called I Love Assholes. Not the body part, just the personality trait. When I said to have an open mind, I didn't mean that open. Not a real asshole who maliciously or intentionally hurts people. Just that type of guy who is just a little too forthright with his opinions. The type that verbally and usually loudly exhales those thoughts that most of us keep locked in the confines of our own brains. Also, maybe he enjoys getting under people's skin. Just a little bit. Some call them assholes. I just call them brutally honest. It is not only at times a major turn on, but also at times sparks up in me a sense of extreme envy. Up until about 2019, I would have just said, I have really bad luck with men. But after a few years of pandemic-induced seclusion, and some serious self-reflection, turns out this so-called bad luck is just a deliberate and intentional level of attraction to the type of guy I'd probably tell other friends to run from. If I was a psychologist, I'd say maybe it stems from my much too happy on the outside, leave it to Beaver upbringing. One where I never saw my parents fight once until they got divorced when I was 22. Or maybe something simpler, like the fact that my first crush as a blooming, freshly bleeding teen was acclaimed bad boy Christian Slater in Heathers. Or even hotter, Judd Nelson in The Breakfast Club. Oh my God, I swear I didn't wear this shirt on purpose. That's weird. Even though I wrote these, I don't go and read them again before I read them to you, so sometimes I'm a little surprised. Anyway, those defiant, broodingly awkward, yet sexy loner guys whose circumstances have forced them into a life of seclusion, lashing out at the world as a result of their misunderstood male anguish. A world of isolation and withdrawal that held some small hope of happiness if only the right girl understood them. That girl possibly being one also cast out from the cool girls as a teen. One who wasn't good enough to make the cheer squad and wasn't invited to her high school prom. One who then turned all those years of adolescent pain into jokes and made a profession being a stand-up comedian. Maybe? Brutal honesty is such a relief and less a waste of time. I crave it, and the assholes delivering it. I'd rather you hurt my feelings than lie to me. Maybe it's because I have been called a crazy bitch so many times, while inside I was emotionally decomposing, secretly begging for love. The amount of times I text a guy I got involved with, asking the question, why don't you love me? So sad. I only just recently learned that asking another person that question really translates to, why don't I love myself? Oh, the sadness of reality. Maybe these so-called assholes are just in desperate need of hugs. I have way too much empathy. And to be honest, I can't resist a bit of a brain challenge. Assholes are like a Rubik's Cube I can spend my lonely nighttime hours trying to figure out. Most girls get over this phase of bad boy attraction somewhere in their 20s. Not me. Just like my pursuit of a life in the arts, when most have moved back home or resigned to a more stable day job after 30 years of endless pursuit, I am in it till death do us part. Turns out I can commit after all. I've spent my whole adult life making sure everyone thought I was nice. And I am genuinely a very caring and giving person. But I'd also like to be a dick when the time is right, without it resulting in obsession and self-hatred for hours upon days afterwards. Sometimes it just feels good to be a Karen. I wish that in my 20s and 30s, someone would have told me that making sure everyone else liked me only results in hating myself. Maybe I need some outside opposition in order to love and appreciate myself. I don't know if that makes sense, whatever. I want to be completely honest to the point some people will choose to hate me. This may not sound positive, but it does feel more real. I grew up Catholic, where they instilled in me that the meek inherit the earth, that I should work hard and unassumingly crave for what I most desire. I have lived by that ever since. I don't know if that makes sense. Quietly trying to make my way through the world without being too demanding or aggressive. All I have inherited is a life that is quickly creeping upon 50, well, when this was written, in debt, residing in a studio apartment, surrounded by LA crackheads. And yet, everyone who is extremely successful, who has pushed their way to the top, thanks God for their good fortune. Did my Catholic school teachings get lost in translation? Was I taught by a dyslexic nun who completely reversed all of Jesus' original intentions? Was Jesus just completely misunderstood? What the hell am I writing? Was Jesus just completely misunderstood? He did, after all, love wine and carbs. That's a good one. At least it's not a surprise when an asshole disappears. A nice guy fucking me over makes me question my belief in humanity. And let's be honest, assholes are usually the funnest ones at the party. My family is going to hate this chapter. But if any assholes are listening to this, hit me up. Or don't. If you want to buy my book, it's on Amazon. The link is in my bio and on my Instagram. Or if you're on the Substack, it's connected. So thank you.